Hello, people, and welcome to follow the Carcassonne Champions League qualifier match. This is going to be the lower semi-finals of Q1 between Andreas Leuschner and Jonne Vornanen. So again, Germany against Finland. And I don't think it'll be even necessary to see who I am rooting for, but in case there are some German fans in the chat, then we shall not say no to you either. Now we are gonna be seeing someone getting eliminated today, of course, being the losers bracket. There is no room for further losses anymore. If you lose, you are out of the qualifiers and out of the tournament, and there goes your chances of getting to the main stage of the CCL 2026. Now, both players having at the moment one loss and one win under their belt. Leuschi having defeated Nicola Colne on the opening round, and Jonne having actually lost to Chris Tucker 2-0. A match which I very clearly remember, and a match from which I still cannot really get out of my mind. But he is now slowly trying to make the comeback. So took the scalp of 5 Murph from of Australia in a successful manner of 2-1. And now, of course, we are only getting tougher and tougher opponents. The winner of this match is going to be playing against the Michaels of Czech Republic, who already has 2 wins and 1 loss under his own belt. Now, Noppasakki currently is rated at around 500, 519, with I would say extraordinary uh, or extraordinarily low amount of games actually compared to the vast pool of players that are taking part in the CCL qualifiers in general. At less than 500 on BGA. Now he might have some additional experience over the board, and I mean, well, for a fact, I know that he has at least some, but to what extent, then I am actually not entirely sure. But less than 500 games and a 500 rated player, whereas Leuschi, I believe, has like at least a few thousand games under his belt. Oh, and I'm certainly corrected. Just above 1,000 for Leuschi. So, yeah, really, actually not not a whole lot of games for either of these players. Well, I mean, given that for reasons, I can say that 1,000 games is not that much. Um, but yeah, 590 rating, so Leuschi is certainly a small favorite there. But having watched and streamed both of the matches, well, both matches of both players today, then I can certainly say that they both do make mistakes and uh, do tend to give a bit of a leeway for their opponent by making some inefficient and inaccurate moves. So there is certainly going to be likely an opening to do something at some point, even if you were to be down a little. Let's jump into the game, shall we? Which started actually already 4 minutes ago, so unfortunately we did not get to enjoy the the Finnish timeliness, but I don't think it's going to hinder the experience all that much. So we have Jonne with the 7 early points and is also taking the cities here in the beginning as well. Leuschi finished a 7-point road, equals up on the scoreboard, and yeah, certainly I would fancy to be in the shoes of red at the moment with the nice juicy looking city with 2 shielded tiles on it and a fantastic monastery spot. Is gonna be booming for Jonne, as he of course is going to meeple it, and Leuschi will be finishing his own city and also going to be meepling this new city cap as well, because there are still 5 field Doritos to then fit into this square, and he has nothing better to do anyway. Yeah, I would be wondering if he were to not meeple the city cap. Jonne makes a very intuitive looking move, but I don't really like it all that much. I think because 2 out of the 3, um, yeah, two out of the 3 daggers have already gone out of the deck, so there's only 1 remaining, and there's also 2 starting tiles out, also 2 of those remaining, and 1 city crossroad also out. So I think it's not like in the long run. In the long run, I don't think it's like such a good decision, because he could just be waiting for like Doritos on both sides and rather use city caps to start new cities from. Maybe, I don't know, over here, maybe over here. I don't know, somewhere, and then have efficiency with different type of city tiles. Now he does, of course, have at least one potential side, and that is that he has now created this. Oops, why am I holding a rubber? He has now created this second wonderful monastery spot for himself, which he might not have been able to do at least as nicely earlier on, because had he not placed the dagger over here and then go with another monastery, then this tile or this square could be restricted into a dagger with 3 meeples depending on it. Now he does get blocked though, which is not the best type of stuff to be seeing, but it still scores 6 points. We still have the monastery. We are a few points behind on the scoreboard, but we do have good features to try and catch up on it. Welcome, Immo. Let's hope Leuschi doesn't luck out like he did with Steven. Um, I don't remember exactly how it went down, but yeah, I do think there was certainly some nice tile runouts for Leuschi in the end. Actually, yes, I do vividly remember at least one of his games, which he played quite dubiously. But so far, for Leuschi, no real no real huge spots of um, mistakes. Breaks the city is what Jonne does, and that is the default thing to do. Hello, Clovier. Nice to see you here. And Leuschi probably gonna. He could do either. He could go here and kind of cover up his city, or he could go here, which I do actually not fancy actually that much, because there were still 6 other tiles to go into this square, and whilst it does very neatly fit into that square, I think it would have been better for Leuschi to go here first, just so that he does not then risk his 1 point meeple getting trapped whilst he would have had this like super safe square to fill later on. And Noppasakki is starting new cities and trying to cause issues to this 1 point connection for Leuschi as much as he can. Further, ooh, actually, I don't really like this orientation at all because there are no daggers. There are no daggers. This is not blockable with one tile. Well, Leuschi can block this. Can block this meeple with this tile, and he does not do it. And I think it's a terrible mistake. Well, not terrible mistake, but like I think Leuschi went here like like way too eagerly. I think he should have waited and take the 100% dead meeple over here, and only then find another tile over here to connect. Whereas now he is leaving a lot more tiles for Jonne to get meeples back. Basically, all city caps are now out for Jonne to get back a meeple. And meeples he does indeed need because he goes for another monastery with his final meeple, and it can get blocked at any moment. Not just this monastery actually, but also his previous one. So it's a really key moment here to see if his monasteries get blocked or not. And I don't think there are actually all that many straight roads there, even in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are only 2 straight roads. Now, there are, of course, the road monasteries, but like still only 4 tiles to go here. It's really like not that lot, not that much, but I can certainly see how juicy this this monastery spot was looking like, and he does get the straight road, which is of course fantastic news for red. Now his 1 point city is getting restricted somewhat, but this is actually maybe playing into the hands of red rather, because like I said before, all daggers with the left hand side curve were out, so now this city is no longer blockable with one tile, and that's actually honestly, if anything, I think I would be happy as red to see this blocking move here, which again actually is not really a blocking move. It's a saving move, and Jonne again gets a juicy monastery, but he again sacrifices both of his meeples because again there are all daggers gone out of the deck. And meanwhile, Leuschi is building up this juicy city with so many shields, and it looks to be somewhere in the ballpark of 24, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 26 upon completion, maybe 20, maybe 28, and of course the 3 extra points to the field. Jonne can't really do much of anything about anything. And he goes for an unfortunate mistake here, as yes, he builds up the 4 point road, but he still risks these, like both of these meeples, because again there are no daggers, so any city plus field tile is blocking this connection and both of these monasteries. Now he does get his meeple out, fortunately, and he does so. Maybe even with the road meeple, although no, probably that's a bit too eager. Yeah, but he does get bailed out again. So, so far, Jonne has definitely had quite a lot of luck with the monasteries. Even though Leuschi actually did have a chance to block those both, but decided to go with the Dorito to finish up the city over on the left. To which there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, only 2 Doritos after this. Plus divider actually. Goes for the second meeple to the field, which is now at 12 points. And if I'm Jonne, then I'm definitely not going to try and attack this field. I'm gonna try to do something different. Maybe just make just start making another field, maybe over here, or maybe just start a city from here. Either works, I think. Or just go here and meeple the city cap. That's also good. That's very good. Because he now has the chance of getting like a Dorito and a triple city combo of trying to actually take this city over. The best tile for Jonne actually at the moment would be the divider, finishing this city and attacking this one, getting the 4 points and yeah, getting all the good stuff. Leuschi does get the longest road for himself of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. Gets 2 meeples back, and Jonne's situation is not looking that hot. I mean, he most likely is going to need to get his hands on the city. Now, the natural move would be, of course, to go just over here, which I mean, I might still do, and then maybe we put our faith on the divider, like get that, like attack the city and take over both. 8 points for this, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 points for this. We drop a farmer here for 9 points. There are all kinds of good things that can still happen. There's even like some scenarios where we finish this, get a road monastery, drop a farmer on this field, and meeple the monastery. Like there are still many points to score, but it's gonna start requiring quite a lot from Jonne to get all that covered. Meanwhile, Leuschi is leading by 14 points plus the 12 of the field. For now, I really kind of I'm counting these two fields as one because they are likely to unify, and so puts him at plus 26, plus 18, 12, 11, 8. Yeah, plus 8 and plus 2 meeples, which is why I think Leuschi does a good move. Now, he does use a city cap to a shared feature, but because he is ahead, the only thing you most often need to do when you are ahead by quite a nice amount is to make sure that the absolute worst situation cannot happen and that your opponent cannot have large features stolen for himself. Now, Jonne is still going for the city, which is it actually possible to complete? There's a road Dorito, and of course the divider is still there. So for Leuschi, I don't really have uh, another move. I think Leuschi's best move is to just go here, as he does, and he is trying to prepare himself to, well, first of all, to block the square into a starting tile, which would then make it impossible for Jonne to try and take over the city. But also, just in case Jonne is to draw or were to draw a divider and go here, then the square would immediately be blockable. And Leuschi with the extender, it's not quite the blocking tile, but I mean, he can do multiple things. Like he can actually go here and drop a meeple of his own, which is exactly what he does, and Jonne assumably is gonna go over here. Or maybe we do something wild, like really wild. Maybe we go here and we drop our final meeple to the city. We try to get a Dorito, a Dorito, a Dorito, and a triple city combo. Like that's very far-fetched idea, but it's just gonna depend on how much Jonne is behind, and by what I'm seeing, I think he's behind quite a lot. Like he's minus 12 here, minus 24 minus 18, 10, 7, 6, 5, and yeah, he's minus 6 and 2 meeples. It would be max green, yeah, for sure. Uh, he doesn't go for it, but I think he could have actually tried. Like, uh, but he does have some scoring opportunities still. Like, he can finish the city right here for 10 points, get this meeple back. I assume there are city caps still left. Then he can block this square still. Because like at this point we are not gonna try to go and unify everything because we didn't go for it with this tile, which would have been like the tile to go with. And honestly, I think it might have actually been like his best winning shot because given the very low amount of tiles and given that there are quite a many big city tiles in the deck which don't score great elsewhere, the amount of the amount of cities that we can actually like reasonably try and complete is very low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 3 city caps remaining only. Now Jonne does get his divider, which is gonna go here. Maybe even with a farmer. No, doesn't decide to drop a farmer. That's fine. But gets some people back and gets his 10 points on the scoreboard. Now he's gonna need more of those city caps, more of the same stuff, because he kind of needs to get this meeple back to get equal on meeples in hand and to be able to maximize his score on every turn. Like 6 points here by finishing the city and dropping a farmer, 6 points here by finishing a city and dropping a farmer, and then we would still have meeples to spend. For now, though, we only have 2 tiles left, and I think we have to bank on getting city caps. Like if we go over here and just try to deny the city from completion, I don't think it's going to be our winning bet. I think we either like just go here and take the actually that is exactly what I think we're going to do. What we should do is go here, take the 5-point road, and then just rely on getting the city caps first here and then here. And if we get both city caps, then we just don't even need to worry about this city anymore. Like it would be dead anyway. And I very keenly in this situation. I don't think we have the luxury of attacking here. -2, -14, 16, 17. Oh come on! No, this isn't good, man. Or is it? No, it's not. It is absolutely not good. It's never. Oh my, that's actually so bad. That is so bad. Like surely, like it has to be bad. I mean, there are chances where we actually still win this. No, there aren't actually. No, there are not because we only have 2 tiles left. Oh, this is so bad. This is super bad. We do not have the tiles to run over the city, even if we had the meatballs and the will. Like we just don't have the tiles to even do this. Plus, like this move was like was +1, whereas this restricts nothing. I mean, what does it? I mean, arguably it did take away like this exact tile, which there were still 2 remaining. But like we could just go here, like point it upwards, and then finish our city later on. Drop a farmer, like 2 extra points as opposed to 1. And like if you go upwards, we like we are going to ensure that Leuschi does not connect here, right? And like there is there is like never a situation where we should where we should go there here, like ourselves, because we can get just like a 5-point road here. Like there's never a situation where it is like good for us to go here, which means that it's every single time better for us to just point upwards and finish the city with the city cap. And also because there are now two city caps that are unseen, and Noppasakki just got a monastery, that means that Leuschi is going to get at least one city cap to himself, and we will very likely not be able to do anything about it. So bad that this is our best shot. No, it's not. Like this city is shared. Like it's shared, and this is 1 point. Like we are trying to prevent like 1 point. Like no, like it doesn't make any sense. Well, 5 points is what Jonne can get with a monastery, and Leuschi does get the final triple city, which, if I'm correct, that there are still two more city caps in the deck. One is gonna go to Jonne and one is gonna go to Leuschi, I believe. So we do get our 6 pointer, but Leuschi unfortunately does get a 10 pointer. Yep, there's the city cap, and there is gonna be 10 points on the scoreboard. Well, not on the scoreboard, but 4 more for the city, and dropping a farmer +3, finishing a city on this field +3. Yeah, not great. Um, and actually, you can like immediately see over here that well, like we got 3+3 points from this move, right? But had we gone like over here, we could get like like one additional point by finishing this city and dropping a farmer. Whereas now it was a 1 point move to prevent the triple cities, and then for us to have and then for us having the need of unifying again, which I can actually understand that, but like it's totally wrong orientation. And we only lose by 5 points, and I certainly do feel like there was a possibility for Jonne to score those extra points somehow. Well, one way, of course, is to just like by drawing the city caps, like both. But there's probably another way as well. Losing, well, 1 point here. It's okay. So I mean that's really only a 1 point mistake, but it still looks horrible, and like it'll never work with well like with facing downwards, like never. Um, but there was certainly a lot of build up even to score the amount that we did, because we somehow did not get blocked with the monasteries, even though, oh well, actually did not get blocked with anything, even though Leuschi had the possibility to block Jonne's meeples, well, both city and monastery meeples, like several times, but decided to never do that. And seemingly it ended up paying enough dividends for the German to be now 1 point ahead. Yeah, we shall hope that Jonne will win the next 2 games. That I mean, I'm certainly with you there. But this is not really a good start, I would say. I mean, leaving this empty city cap not restricted in any way is really not the way to go. I mean, I think Jonne should just go over here, start a new city, and keep the other city cap restricted for his own purposes. and to deny, well, this kind of stuff from happening, of Leuschi first taking the city cap and then finishing it for 8 points. So I mean, this is already like a not as great of a position, although like it's not bad, but like it is a result of a of an inaccurate play. The second dagger of the game goes to Leuschi, and he now starts to create some vulnerabilities to the 1 point city of Jonne. With another curve here, he could actually fully block this 1 point city right here. Curve for red starts a road, assumably. Yes, he does. And Leuschi does get a second monastery, likely gonna be going over here. Would be a good spot. Stacks the monasteries nicely and controls the road. Tube divider for red, a wonderful tile to go over here, and to meeple the city, of course, to not allow an easy 6 or an 8 pointer for Leuschi. Starting tile for Leuschi, what does it do? Could do a number of things. Could simply start a new city over here. Could go over here with the city meeple. Would then have the chances to either have the extender or the Dorito or a triple city, like all these kinds of really nice setups here. Instead, he goes for an early field, which, I mean, it's okay. Not the juiciest field out there, but like it's already gonna be basically, it's already guaranteed to be basically 6 points, and then 9 quite likely. Jonne picks up the city cap, which is a decent move actually. Yeah, still two starting tiles to fit into the square. Shouldn't really be all that afraid of getting blocked, and you can also turn this Dorito City into a ruin later on. Now, divider for red. What he should not do is start a field fight, because then he's gonna be unlikely to win that field fight, because he will be in a long-term meeple disadvantage if this gets blocked. So instead, why don't we... actually, it's pretty tricky tile. Where do we go? Well, we don't really want to go here or here or here, or like we don't really want to go anywhere. Actually, I think this is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Probably our best bet. So we start a city over here, and we keep the other city cap restricted to a city plus road in a way that it will then allow us to easily create a loop road and claim the city cap at some point in time later on. But this is certainly creating a secondary field as well, which I'm not a huge fan of, especially when Leuschi gets the monastery as well. Like there's just a juicy spot with still 6 curves to go, almost guaranteed to get this meeple back. Now Noppasakki does get a juicy tile though, just has to be considerate of the orientation. Do we go over here? We pick up the city cap as well with our city, or do we just play it safe? We go here, distract this city a little bit, maybe go on this side. I don't know, I think this is like the weakest move of those all. But decides to go for the more blocky route and to give Leuschi some harder time with his city, which is fine. The final regular monastery of the game is drawn by Jonne, who has actually a... Oh, surely not. Oh, the field. Oh, of course, the field. Yeah, the field is good. Field is good. It's a good move. I was like, in my mind, I was already imagining Jonne actually like trying to meeple this monastery, and I was like, no, 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 no. Both dividers out quite early, certainly so. It does help actually with this field because no divider can go here, which will then not allow Leuschi to create two additional cities to this field. Now there is a road monastery to go here though, which I think is very much in the interest of Leuschi to place there, because he's gonna have a likelier chance to have a long-term meeple advantage, and he's gonna be more likely to spend more meeples onto the field. Jonne is going to deny himself the meeple back from the road, and instead progress his city, which I don't really fancy all that much because there's actually only one Dorito to go into this square. There are no dividers, but 4 out of the 5 Doritos are gone, so only the one Dorito or the 3 remaining cows now fits into this square. Curve for Jonne, and I mean the number one place that I would really go for is this one. This is Mm, I mean, it's okay. It's okay, but I don't think it's as strong because this monastery was like really likely to get out like immediately after. So like um, keeping this square like even blocked or just not like putting anything there at any point in time is a totally fine thing to do. Now, Jon is gonna go for the farmer, which yeah, like I can understand. I can see a 9 point field being here, but because he basically gave back a meeple for Leuschi as well, it's not again too likely at all that Jonne is going to be on the winning side of these field fights here. And I would certainly say that he's going to be on the losing side way more often. And instead of what I think he should have done with this tile is to go over here, or even over here. Like I mean, but this is like way weaker. So go over here and pre-finish his road. Just wait for another curvy tile or a crossroad, and finish your road without giving a meeple back to Leuschi. And now we do see that Leuschi does indeed attack, but we do get to finish our city though, which is a start at least. So we should be going here. Oh, right, we also need it over here. Yeah, sure, why not? Leuschi with the final Dorito of the game. Well, the final field Dorito of the game. That is. So that means only the cows are worth it and available to the square, which is exactly what Jonne does get. Immediately does provide Leuschi the chance to attack the city, but it was really inevitable. Does Leuschi go for it though? I don't think he's gonna go. I think Leuschi's gonna go over here. Given that Jonne has no meeples in hand, so it's really like not an issue of creating this attacking platform to the city. But Jonne gets actually a fantastic tile for himself, and again breaks the city of Leuschi for the second time in a row with the quad city, and actually got this tile at the perfect moment because now that the city had a real chance of actually getting completed, and Jonne had no meeples in hand to do anything about it, it is basically the next best thing. Leuschi connects to the field, and there is very little to do there for Jonne, but he can continue his road, he can finish it at some point, and now if Leuschi attacks it, I wouldn't even be actually all that all that troubled about it if I'm Jonne, but instead we see another farmer going down, which is exactly what was possible to kind of predict of Leuschi investing more farmers to the fields because we allowed these people to get back and because we were in a worse position with our meeples getting recovered. Leuschi fuming. I suppose that is a comment regarding the Quad City, yeah? Jonne does get his meeple back from the road. Now he does provide the route to the field though for Leuschi, which actually is not even or like just wasn't blockable because there was still one road monastery to go into this square. And then if we restrict this square into a regular um, monastery, then there is like this connection is like fully must do stuff because there are no other tasks that would then allow um, this restriction. Jonne gets some quick points on the scoreboard, and Leuschi goes and fills up with his attack. Although again, Leuschi I think misses a possibility to block a city of Jonne, which will certainly now get finished. Should get finished. If it does not, then Jonne has lost his mind. Like I think Jonne is like simply thinking of dropping a farmer here or not. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I would actually say that it would be worth it. Although actually, no, I wouldn't, because we can drop a farmer here or here for that matter. Like we don't need to drop it to a 3-point spot. We can drop it to a better spot, right? So let us not drop a farmer here just yet. Let us wait. Let us wait and drop a farmer here later. Because now that we are at a 3-1 meeple advantage, we are not doing that bad at all. But he does go for a farmer. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Still have 3 tiles to go here. And also we, of course, can circle to the field via the south route. Oh, yeah, I think Jonne was also trying to decide maybe if he is going to go over here, try to finish this city maybe, but I would say that it is that it would not be a very wise decision given his huge vulnerability with the city, and also there are just like Doritos that we can use. Leuschi is going to go for a restriction on the attack from the southern side, but we don't really care, or like shouldn't care, because there still are 3 tiles to go for us, and that is equivalent to about 87.5% chance of success. So in one of the in 7 out of 8 games, we do manage to successfully draw at least one of those and connect to the 9-point field, which would be decent. Would only be actually losing by 6 points to this main field, which we can still attack to later. Though this doesn't exactly like help with that possibility because we just took away a chance to attack the field. This is a fine move, yeah. So we are making this pre-road longer for us because Leuschi is unlikely to take it, I would say, with only 1 meeple. Though he does have meeples to be recovered, with some tile combos over here, and with, well, also with like a few Doritos here. Did I say few? I meant 2 Doritos, yeah. How do you how do you track tiles so well? I mean, it's just experience, you know. When I played like 14,000 games or so, like and done like well and done tile counting for like, I don't know, more than 10,000 games, like easily, then like it's just like, you know, sticking to your brains, right? Yeah, like it just becomes a norm. Like you don't even have to like really think about it. 4 points up for Jonne, and a fantastic tile with a variety of things to do. We could go over here, take 4 points, which would be actually looking. Oh no! No, that is not the option number one. No, there were so many better things to do. Oh, what is this? Oh, come on. Like we could have done so many like better different things. We could have gone over here, take 4 points, or go over here and double down on this curve. Which there were still 3 remaining. Like, come on, what is this? Like, yeah, like we only had like a 25% chance of like finishing the city with the Doritos, whereas now we only need one of the Doritos. But like, come on, like this city doesn't actually even seem to be like the number one priority to do so. Like as long as we like successfully connect to this, like and like if we are banking on that, we might as well like just double down and connect to the 15-point field. Like, yeah, I just I'm not seeing the optimalistic route, that Yonda is seeing, because like, yeah, we get the city cap right, and there is still one tile to finish the city, but like it's so easily blockable too, right? Because there are no cows at all, there are no field Doritos, there are no um, there are no dividers. Like if here or here comes a field, it's already blocked. It only needs one field tile to block this. And we have then sacked so many points. So many points. Well, we do get another triple city, which we can go here with, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are still 6 city caps. Like, we have to go here. Like, there's only one Dorito versus 6 city caps. Like, surely we just go here. Like, please, for the love of everything that's good. Like, let's increase our chances, shall we? Let's increase our chances by like 6 times of finishing this city. Now that we are actually like banking on it, now that we have initiated the plan of banking on it, and that is exactly what Jonne does. And also he goes for I think the better of the 2 rotations, because had he directed the open city part towards the north, then there would be a 4-point move to be made for Leuschi, with the continuation of doing maybe even a full block. I think it would be. I think it could be possible, yeah, and it would be. However, that is not what Leuschi gets, but Leuschi gets a city cap, and he goes for also a large city finish move. Which can we block it? We we can go here. There are no extenders. They are all 3 in here. There are no cows to go here, and there are no tube dividers. We can block this city. We just go here and we direct the city like towards the city of Leuschi. I mean, this is of course nice. We finished the city, but the city was not in danger for us. And now not only does Leuschi have a chance to finish this larger city, but to get a 6-point field, whereas we get a 3-point field, but he does not get a tile to do it. So we might have just gotten off the hook big time, but we do need to get a blocking tile. Because there has to be like real chances for this city to actually be finished, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are still two city finishing tiles. Now we have to go here. It's the most obvious move in the position. It is the most obvious move in the position to block a huge city with a curve into a dagger, which is the most used tile shape for blocking. Like Jonne has to see this, right? Like there's no way he doesn't see this. There's no way he doesn't see it. Of course he does see it, but I think he's just trying to see if he should drop a farmer or something, or maybe he's just counting the daggers up just to be in case, which is fine. But we do get the block going, which is a massive upside in this position, and with that, I think we should be actually fine. That was a bullet and a half, yeah, just a bullet and a half. That just gone by next to our head, but we managed to avoid it. Now we can take just 4 points. We can focus on just finishing our point lead and win, right? I mean, Leuschi has no meatballs. This large field is going to Leuschi for 18 points. So we are up by plus 28, plus 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18, sorry, 3. And then Leuschi is up by 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is approximately this road. We are even up by 1, up by plus 4. Oh, but there are 2. Oh, well, hold up there. So we are up by plus 4. But even if Leuschi goes like here and here, he's gonna be up by plus 8. And he only has two tiles to do that. Whereas we can just score points here, and then we still have 2 meeples and 2 tiles. So even if Leuschi gets these 2 tiles, which he does not even get, then we would still have 2 meeples and 2 turns to score 5 points. That's all we need. That is all we would need. Maybe he's just making the streamer sweat a bit. I mean, I certainly hope he does not risk his tournament life for streamer sweats. Although it's content, but like it's not the type of content I want to see from Finnish players. I want to see it from the other players, sure, but not from my own countrymen. 7 points is what Leuschi, is what Jonne scores with the monastery, which might or might not be the most accurate thing to do. There is potentially there was potentially a better move to make, maybe over here, going for a 6-point monastery and then having a chance to get the 6-point field afterwards. But seems like it was actually accurate. So easy moves. An easy move is the better move at this point of time, and Jonne does equalize after a quite a eventful end game there, with a lot happening from both sides. a lot of inaccuracies, a lot of misplays, I would say, and well, that turns into content which we all like, but it was a tad bit too close for my for my liking when I saw the tile order. So 1 and 1. And a great decider is what we are going to be having. Well, we are so back, at least for now. At least for now. Now we have the most important game still to be won. And we are not the starting player, which is not going to be giving any additional edge to us. We do get a nice tile, but what do we exactly do with it? We can do this. Sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure like what is the best way to turn this tile, um, because there are multiple positions you could already like predetermine kind of with this two tile sequence as starting tiles. Yeah, I don't even like yeah I just don't even know like what would be the most optimal route to go. I guess it kind of depends on your playstyle. Like this is kind of like yelling for an early field, which is also what Leuschi goes for. But we do you get something out of it? We do get a nice 4-point monastery, and we are getting benefit from our own city as an extra monastery build-up, and we are controlling the city of Leuschi as well, which is nice. Extra space for the field as Leuschi scores the 3 points and does not decide to meeple a monastery, which I think would have been a decent option as well. But this is fine too, though. Like early monasteries being like not being meepled, kind of do feel like a crime. But he does get exactly another one, which he will meeple for 5 points, and Noppasakki probably gonna go over here. Yeah, for many reasons. First of all, he's restricting the field and providing attacking attacking or blocking platforms, more so blocking platforms, onto this city and onto this monastery as well. So like right now, a curve would be quite decent to go over here because then it's gonna block the additional monastery stacking option, and it's going to even further restrict the field. But now we do prioritize, of course, this right here, a full block of the city and of these potential 3 points coming onto the field, and we are going to be in a winning mini battle with our monastery versus the city. Just go over here. Just over here. A winning mini battle. A winning mini battle. It's quite an easy move to find. I'm running out of ink. Like here. Like just about right here. Thank you. Okay, Leuschi finds himself with a rather inconsequential cow. Could do a couple of things. I mean, number one thing could be going over here. Then have a Dorito plus a City Cap combo to try and finish this one. Or then go over here. It's like also an option, but I think it's a slightly less accurate one because because the square is still under threat of getting restricted. And now he cannot actually also go for like this triple city, Dorito cycle. I mean, like he kind of can, like he kind of can if he goes over here, but like I wouldn't really advise it. Actually, something like this wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, like just making a ruin instead of going for the city completion. But uh, I mean, it can work, and of course the number one thing that Leuschi is gonna try and do is to try and block this city right here, which wouldn't be actually like the end of the world for red if he can keep this field small, which for now it still is. It still is at only 3 points. Still is at only 3 points. And I have a feeling that Leuschi is going to go over here. He's going to continue to blocking. Yep. And we don't quite get the tile to say we get the dagger, but not the right type of dagger. Yeah, sure, finishing our city. Why not? Not all that much else to do there. Leuschi gets one of our daggers. Well, one of the three daggers that would go over here. Now, fortunately, though, it is not also it is also not a blocking tile, so we still get some mercy and to try and liberate our city. But we don't get a saving tile. What we could do, well, actually, what can we do? Not much, actually. Like there isn't really like any good spot to start a new city from. Like there isn't like really anything great to do with this tile. Noppasakki goes for another city. I mean, I am a fan of being aggressive, so sure. And like yeah, I mean it's kind of like ugly to like leave this extender like anywhere lying around because it could then be picked up with one city cap and be made into a threat of finishing a 6-point city for yellow. But a wonderful sequence for Jonne as he gets a straight road and also gets the meeple back from the city. Does not meeple the road, which I think is a rather big mistake actually, especially with now 5 meeples in his hand. Like he has nothing better to do with his meeples than just like meepling a nice juicy 6-point road, which is like really like super easy to finish. But now it does go to Leuschi, and Leuschi takes extra good care of that road, and also it comes with an additional benefit of getting a city cap. And for Noppasakki, it should be like quite a clear decision to go over here, meeple the city, because now again both dividers are out of the deck. And so now we could again deny an additional city being finished to our opponent's field. But this is not really what I would advise for really anyone to do, because like no. Yeah, because now you see like we are getting super easily blocked over here into the one remaining dagger, and we have just put ourselves into a much worse position, into a much worse position that we would have to be in. Like if we just go over here, we meeple the cow over here, and we equalize this city right here. It cannot be completed. It cannot be completed because there are no dividers. It's one less city on this field. The field would be like capped at 6 points almost, whereas we still have just like a need for like 2 city caps over here. And honestly, like this, even like this right here is certainly not the best move that Jonne could have made. A much better one would have been to like go like for instance go over here, take 3 points and restrict this monastery, or go over here, take 2 points, and indirectly continue our city without letting our opponent to go for the dagger block immediately after. Subtle things, but it's only it's only 1 square difference. Now, unfortunately, we are gonna just try and do some normal blocking with road tiles, which is not that bad actually, because there's only 1 starting tile, there's only 1 city crossroad, and there's only 1 dagger with the right hand side with the left hand side curve, and actually no daggers with the right hand side curve. Leuschi does make a much improving a much improving decision, and goes for the large threat of finishing this monstrosity right here, which like maybe 10 tiles or maybe like 10 tiles ago or so looked quite difficult to finish, and looked like almost something that would never actually finish, but now he has a real chance to do so. And Noppasakki goes for a very small-ish field here, which I don't really fancy. Like, it was like not in a like a dangerous position to be like taken by Leuschi with 2 meeples. Yeah, I think I would have preferred something like this to take away the monastery spot, which I think Leuschi could have like very well just taken. But I think, yeah, I think it is a misstep from Leuschi. I think it would have been a really nice monastery. Just still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still 3 straight roads to go into the square. No real reason not to take it. He's banking on the city anyway. He has 3 times to go over here and immediately finish the city. He has a meeple to get back from the monastery. Like, Leuschi's position is decent at least, if not good even. Well, I mean, it's not good just yet. If he manages to go like over here with a Dorito, then it can be good. For Noppasakki, I think honestly I would just go here. Like, just go over here and restrict this city tremendously to 1 dagger, which still has to be saved, by the way. Okay, actually okay. Like, it's yeah, like it's okay, but I think the more immediate restriction would have been better over here, given that Leuschi would also have a good spot for that dagger anyway over here, and we could have even just blocked this square afterwards. For Leuschi goes for the 6-point field, which I don't really get. Like, it's just not worth to invest a meeple for. It's really a weird decision from Leuschi. Like, there was no need for him to use a meeple there. Like, at least yet. Like, I think Leuschi is making a at least an inaccuracy by going over here. Like, I think he should let red to I think he should let red invest like couple tiles over here to like make the field like more prosperous first, and only then attack the field, if even then. Just depends if the field like grows into anything. But as of like as of a 6-point field, I don't think it's a good decision from Leuschi, but we'll see. Now gets the second meeple in hand as he liberates the monastery, and has gotten a road triangle for himself as well. Tries to continue and finish a 6-point city, but Jonne does make the attack and now equalizes the monastery. And we have a lot of equalized stuff on the board, so basically this field fight is equalized over here. This main field is still actually at only 6 points, with 3 and 3 here. The monastery is outscoring the city by 4 points, and then we have 6-point ruin or city still for Jonne. And then we have this city stuff going on at the top. So overall, what, +2 equal +2 for Jonne, +1, +7, yeah, something like basically +8 for Jonne when he connects. And this time it is Leuschi's turn to do nasty things to us as he goes for the breaking of the new city of Jonne. And now we are gonna see what is Jonne's plan to try and save himself after this rather nasty tile. Leuschi rather undoubtedly gonna go over here to extend his part of the city and to try and eventually block this square. I think this is really the only reasonable decision even in this. The only reasonable decision in this position. And he does go for it. There are still some tiles to go over here. There are still actually 3 field Doritos. And maybe a cow as well. There's also a cow, so still 4 tiles to go over here. No need for Jonne to panic. The curve is not exactly a juicy tile for us, especially with only 1 meeple. I mean, he goes for like a field restriction, but he also does create a 5-point road. Although, I mean, it was already a 4-point road, so like, what's 1 point, right? Plus, we are at 1 meeple, so it's gonna be a bit more like better for us to be able to have these higher quick point opportunities than it is gonna be for Leuschi, who has 2 meeples in hand. Though Leuschi does have other things to do with his tiles, especially with city caps. He can go over here actually and meeple the city of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can meeple the city and just get then a city cap again, either a Dorito or a triple city, like anything there, like any city tile for Leuschi is gonna be quite decent. Or go over here and just take the road as I was gonna say, but he leaves the road as well with 2 meeples in hand. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it was a big mistake from Leuschi's part. Like I can understand it, like as Jonne who has only 1 meeple in hand, but as Leuschi with 2 meeples in hand, I think it's a severe mistake. Although he does get a city cap out of it, which is gonna go into Noppasakki, or I mean, he can go here or he can go here. Actually, I think I prefer this, just taking like 3 points for us as opposed to like 4 for us and 3 for yellow, even though it does leave the city cap there. But again, like, we are the player with only 1 meeple in hand, so we are slightly like we are like the situation is like slightly favoring us if there are quick point opportunities on the board. Now Jonne does go for the city cap, and I think now might be the time that he's gonna get blocked over here, or well, actually, this isn't such a bad move for Leuschi either. Yeah, I think this is actually a very reasonable move, given that there is no divider for Jonne to go like over here and attack this with 2 meeples or something. Like, the worst that can happen is like Jonne going over here then with like a city cap and then attacking downwards, maybe getting a Dorito and then a cow or something, but this one this one doesn't really do anything, right? Like, yeah, like this move doesn't like actually really do anything. I mean, yeah, sure, it gives a Dorito onto our, well, onto yellow's field, but it's gonna be rather easily restricted, right? Like we just go here, right? Like there's only the one dagger and one starting tile to finish it, and nothing else. Although is it even better to go here, like this? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, it's actually the same value to go here or here. Scratch that, it's not, because if we go like this, then there are extenders that go over here. So doing this with the road, pointing it towards the city is slightly better. Yeah, just in terms of the immediate city caps, it was equal chance. But the restriction immediately pays off, as Leuschi was preparing to finish the city with a tube divider. Whereas now, where's he gonna go? Like he can't go here obviously because he's gonna be then like just pre-blocking his own city basically. But this is fine, yeah. Sure, why not? Now, as Jonne, do we take these points right here or do we go for this? Like immediately they are both 1 point, but this creates a bigger pressure, and I like the idea of Jonne here going for the ball-shaped city over here, with still 2 city caps in the game. There is the dagger, and there is one. Oh, actually, right. This is a full block. Ah, very nice find from Leuschi here. A full block with just simply 1 tile, but it's still okay, like because we are gonna be able to make this 4-point move over here. Well, like an immediate 1 point, but we could then just connect with this like straight road or something. Yep, goes for 4 points. And a lot now relies on the dagger being drawn. Now, first of all, we have to realize that this city is dead. It is no longer completable. There is only one city cap in the deck, and that is the dagger. So even if we get the dagger, we should not go over here. Oh, ooh! Hey, look at this. We can use the dagger over here, and then finish this city with a road Dorito, right? There's still one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's still one road Dorito, so we can go here with the dagger, and then a road Dorito here. Although I think it would be I think on Jonne's level, it might be kind of difficult to see like multiple tile sequences and like pre-finishing your existing features with a certain type of rotations. Like it's a bit high level than what I think a than what I think an average 500 rated player usually does. But it's still there. Visually, the top city looks so lost. I mean, visually, yeah. I mean, it looks visually so because there are indeed no city caps to go here, but there are, again, like I said, tile sequences. So it is still completable. And oh, I had forgotten about this connection. This is so many points for us. Wait, this is now looking kind of good. 8 points in the lead, plus 13. 12, 9 equal 13, 19. 13, and then even if you lose this, we are still +4. Unfortunately, no. We can block the city. We can block the city. We go here. We go here. Again, because the only remaining city cap is the dagger. Nothing fits to finish the city if we just go over here. But this is a very unusual way of blocking. Like usually you go right next to it, like over here, which looks usually like it's gonna restrict the city more. But there are exceptions to this rule. Jonne has to see that there is another better blocking way, which actually might be a full block of the city. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite a full block, but then Leuschi would have to get a Dorito and then the dagger to finish the city. Right? Wait, why am I capping so hard? I just noticed that the daggers are already in the game. So are there no city caps? Wait, there might be no city caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There is still one city cap. What is it? A vanilla? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No vanilla. There is tube dividers. There's 1, 2. It's a tube divider. So we can still block it by going here. But it's just a different city cap than I thought. But we can still block it by going here. No! Well, actually, Leuschi might make a mistake. Leuschi might go here and block himself. Please, there's a chance. There's a will and a way of Leuschi blocking himself by adding 2 points. Please, Leuschi, you know what to do. You know what I want. Block yourself. Yeah, 1 tube divider remaining. No other city caps. It's the only city cap. Leuschi, 1.5 minutes on the clock, is gonna try to figure out this endgame now. 1 tube divider, 1 filled Dorito, and then most likely some road tiles. There might be a regular monastery as well. There's a regular monastery as well. So those are 3 tiles, and then I want to say like some curves maybe? No, he does not go for the self-block, but Jonne again has the chance to block the city, because so much is dependent on that one city cap, whether Leuschi draws it or not. Because Noppasakki is only ahead by like 4 points or so. And that's assuming that he loses the field, I think. It might be. But if we just go here, we should be in clear waters, right? Like, surely. Leuschi has to be calculating the city caps, and I'm pretty sure he is, and I think he's right. I think he's very much right in his efforts of going over here, and Noppasakki does make actually not a very good move, I think. Not a very good move, especially after these events. The city cap does hit the hand of Leuschi, and he does get the 8 points on the scoreboard, and the meeple back, and the 3 points for this. Oh no! Oh, is this no? Is this again one of those days? Is this one of those days? Well, I mean, there is a 4-point move that we can make by going over here, but it would give a meeple back for Leuschi. Although, with this board texture, I think it would be even okay to do, because there's only the monastery to really score for anything with the extra meeple, right? And there are no city caps, so there cannot be like a 6-point move to be made over here. Ah, this is gonna get exciting there. +2, +8, +4 for this mini battle, so +12. Now +13, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, +7 equal +12 +21 +9 is the amount that Noppasakki is ahead, but Leuschi has a path to win this. He has to unify the fields over here. He has to get a big point haul, right? Like +12, and then we go here as Leuschi. We are gonna unify the 9-point fields, but we are gonna try and take away these 9 points from Noppasakki. And he does have a blocking tile, but he has to see where to block. He has to realize that the monastery is in the deck. He has to go over here for 1-point move, which is not the easiest thing to see, although it is restricting the connection square. Oh, Jonne, please. You are so close, but you only have 10 seconds to do so, and he does not see it. And there is the connection. Wait, what the fuck? Why is that not a monastery? But it's a curve. It might actually save. No, but wait. Does it save? Please, please say it saves. I just hallucinated the entire thing, but so actually the salvation of this connection wasn't even possible for Noppasakki, but is it still enough? It's a huge sequence taking 9 points. I don't think it's enough, or it might actually be. Maybe there is a way to win by a draw. No, there isn't. Wait, no, wait. Oh, no, that's not even near a draw. God. Ugh. Sure. Ah. Unfortunately, it all escalated into Jonne not finding the block on this city here, which allowed the people back to Leuschi, allowed the 3 extra points to this field, allowed the 5 points from this city, and allowed everything further to happen. Had the opportunity first with the monastery, missed the opportunity, had the second opportunity with with the crossroads, and again missed the opportunity to block the key square, to block the one and only thing from which Leuschi could get the meeple back, and he did, and he hit the golden jackpots, and he found the attacks, the connections to make, and Leuschi wins. Yeah, miscalculations from me indeed. Not a monastery, but a curve, which actually, like, yeah, giving us the 50% chance to draw the connection tile anyways. We a coin flip which we of course lost, but I mean, like, we wouldn't have had to win the coin flip had we just focused on like blocking the features and like not allowing the meeples to come back for Leuschi, not allowing the extra points here. Ay, ay, ay. Can you disable the number 1, number 2, number 3 thingy from the chat? It's pretty stupid. I'm not sure if I can do that. I'll take a look. I might be able to, yeah. I might be able to do that somehow in the settings, but I'm not sure if it is possible or if it's just a default um, like thing by YouTube. Red just doesn't deserve this win. Yeah, unfortunately, I do have to agree. I do kind of have to agree. I mean, there were a lot of misplays, a lot of missed opportunities. But after all, I mean, after all, like you don't have to be the best. You just have to be better than your opponent. Ah, hello. It's disabling the number one, etc. It's just a click in the setup. Okay, I will keep that in mind for the future. Yeah, unfortunate stuff. Where we went wrong, um, like as opposed to this, and well, actually, we like even with the crossroad, the fact that we didn't block um, the city of Leuschi was well, first of all, that would have been, of course, the best move here, very likely. Just again denying the meeple back from Leuschi with the 50% chance of getting the tube divider and getting the meeple back, getting 8 additional points on that move, on that very move. But also, like, even if we don't go there, it's not actually even great, even that great to go here, because in case Leuschi does indeed draw the tile as he did, then also another way that how he can score points is that he can try to bank on this meeple um, maturity on the lower field, and in that case, it is not in Red's interest to bring any additional extra cities to that field, even though they are momentarily on only our field. It brings, like, this is a 5 point net gain, like, in immediate value, but the long term, well, as long term as you can think of it, which was, like, I don't know, 6 tiles until the end of the game, then in that long term, these cities are going to be harmful for us, because those are extra points for Leuschi, which he will try to claim, because this is certainly, like, these 9 points are certainly something that Leuschi needs to take away from Jonne, and the one and only way to do that is by overrunning the 9 point field and claiming the extra city. Well, furthermore, um, bad news that went down in this match. What we missed? Well, we missed meepling this 4 point road at the time of completing the city, and claiming an easy 6 point road, which went to Leuschi afterwards. We prematurely prematurely and ineffectively used city caps to our city, like going straight for like completions of the city, even though it was reckless, and it was inefficient, because like when you have like an open city like this with an extender, a Dorito and a triple city, which needs 3 city caps to complete. Like, the way that you even try to complete such cities is not by going and adding city caps, especially city crossroad city caps, which are quick point scoring tiles, to like we just don't use those as one pointers to our, like, far away to be completed city. Like, it's so inefficient. Ah, so many inaccuracies, unfortunately, for Jonne, and does appear to be his downfall. Also having only the 10 seconds on his clock and likely being under time pressure going over here, even though it actually was the best move that he was going to be able to make, as he didn't even have anything more than the 2-point scoring option. Yeah, might have still been a time trouble move, because like honestly, during these games, I don't think Jonne was counting tiles so much. Otherwise he would have spotted that there is only one city cap. And in the previous games, he would have spotted his reckless moves, endangering his features multiple times into dagger blocks, full blocks, by the way, full blocks. But he went just ham on the points, seeing stars and dollars in his eyes, um, which like in these specific games ended up like kind of working out, um, for some of the reckless moves that endangered his meeples getting blocked, but in the long run he will not be getting out. He will just not be getting away with such decisions. Uh, that is, of course, now the end of the Finnish expert in these qualifiers. He will get eliminated after this result, or as a result of this result, and unfortunately, there will not be a chance for CCL to have 3 Finnish players in it. But we certainly wish Jonne the best of luck in the future competitions to come, and hopefully we'll be seeing him alive and kicking well soon enough. Congratulations to Leuschi for a nice endgame accuracy here, finding, well, first of all, not going just fully blind on the 2 points here with the extender, saying that there was indeed this one particular city cap remaining in the deck, and retaining his chances of finishing the city, which ended up working thanks to his opponent's mistakes, and then later on finding the basically one and only winning, one and only win path of getting actually 3-9-3, like 17 points worth of points in his final 2 moves, getting the 9 points away from Noppasakki, enlarging his field by 3 points. Well, enlarging the field of Andreas by 3 points, that is, and claiming the few extra points for the roads. And the next opponent of Andreas will be the young Czech Michaels in Group E. In the lower final, it's going to be Michaels versus Leuschi. Michaels, who defeated the Tung Yat-cheng of Hong Kong just yesterday. And then after that match, there will be one final match to win for any of the any of the losers bracket players to stab at it and to get into the big table to be in the CCL 2026 main stage. In the upper finals of Group E, we have Stephen Chang versus Fanatical, which certainly is going to be a nice, sweet treat. But not sure if I'm going to be able to stream it. I might not. I might be busy. I might be not. And that's gonna be basically the same song for at least a couple of days for me now. I am unsure whether I can invest much time for streaming this coming weekend, on which I'll also be playing on Saturday at 1500 UTC. But there are certainly some juicy matches if I can find myself to stream any of them. Mainly, well, mainly for me, Swarmir Leitch versus Mateusz Poslevich, the group final of Q3. But we'll see. Might happen, might not. Yeah, as to now, I cannot give you really a certainty of when the next stream is going to be, but I will do my best. There's going to be likely again a very short notice on the streams as a result of my own private life, but they will happen. This will of course not be the final stream of this channel. There will be more. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in all the way until the end. And if you did enjoy this type of Carcassonne content and would like to see more of it, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing or by liking the stream. Or if you're watching this afterwards, then do consider giving just leaving a comment on the comment section and let me know what you think of this. I'll be seeing you hopefully soon enough with some more Carcassonne Champions League qualifier content. Bye for now.